Claude Monet is the father of Impressionism. He fully explored the possibilities of open-air painting and tried to faithfully reproduce nature's colors with bright blobs of paint. In the 1860s, Monet, along with Renoir, began painting landscapes in the open air. Browse through Monet's paintings. You won't see many urban scenes. He was always most at home in the countryside, painting farms, rivers, trees, and passing clouds. The key was to wait until the light was just right, at the golden hour, to use a modern photographer's term. Then he'd work furiously, creating a fleeting impression of the scene. In fact, it was one of Monet's canvases of an impression that gave the movement its name, Impressionism. One of Monet's favorite places to paint was the garden he landscaped at his home in Giverny, west of Paris. The Japanese bridge and the water lilies floating in the pond were two of his favorite subjects. As Monet aged and his eyesight failed, he made bigger canvases of smaller subjects. His final water lilies were monumental smudges of thick paint surrounded by paint-splotched clouds reflected on the surface of the pond. Paul Cezanne. Paul Cezanne brought Impressionism into the 20th century. After the color of Monet, the warmth of Renoir, and the passion of Van Gogh, Cezanne's rather impersonal canvases can be difficult to appreciate. Bowls of fruit, landscapes, and a few portraits were Cezanne's passion. But it wasn't what he painted that was important, it was how. Because of his innovative techniques, he's often called the first modern painter. Cezanne was virtually unknown and unappreciated in his lifetime. He worked alone, lived alone, and died alone, ignored by all but a few revolutionary young artists who understood his genius.